Good evening. John Brumby went to regional Victoria today, formally to launch State Labor's bid for a historic fourth term. There to support him was his former Chief of Staff, now Prime Minister, Julia Gillard. His central pitch was a $200 million life skills course for Year 9 students, including a mandatory 2-week camp. The Coalition has dismissed it as a cheap election stunt. Our state political reporter Josie Taylor was at the launch, held in the marginal seat of Bendigo East.
Outside the Labor launch there was a quiet protest. Inside there were choirs singing praises.
John Brumby.
Julia Gillard flew in from Canberra and urged voters to look at the plan, not the record.
A Labor government whose best days are in front of it.
With regional votes crucial in this election, John Brumby's new campaign video had a country flavour.
We love trees.
One of his shearing shed helpers is also the Attorney-General's Chief of Staff. But education was the main theme. Labor pitched a new life skills program for all Year 9 students at state high schools.
Self-discipline and self-defence and drug, alcohol and mental health awareness.
The $200 million program will also include a 2-week camp.
It's country kids coming to the city and city kids going to the bush.
11 years of John Brumby and his government, and the best they can do is a boot camp.
His campaign launch was small, low-key and obviously pitched to the country. With the Greens now less of a threat to Labor in inner Melbourne, there are plenty of key battlegrounds in the country, like here in Bendigo, Ballarat and Geelong.
The Coalition took to the battleground of Melbourne's eastern suburbs, promising to fund 100 more hospital beds at Box Hill and unveiling a $100 million mental health program.
It will be investing in employment, housing and education services so people who have a mental illness can get their lives back on track.
In Bendigo, the Deputy Premier referred to the opposition as the Halley's Comet of politics.
An amateur politician who blazes across the sky every 4th November because he has surrounded himself with clowns, his policies are a joke and he speaks in riddles.
Someone forgot to tell Rob Hulls Labor says it's running a positive campaign.
And Josie Taylor joins us now live. Josie, can you put this into context for us? What's John Brumby trying to achieve with this launch today?
Well, Ian, clearly launching in Bendigo, John Brumby is trying to shore up the key regional areas that helped deliver power to Labor 11 years ago. On the issue of the Year 9 program, that's an interesting one because clearly the subtext there is not just about education, but about the issue of young people and respect and the issue of street violence that has plagued this government. Ian, I've spoken to both sides of politics tonight. They're both saying that the polls are tightening, that this election will be on a knife edge. Labor's strategists are saying that many seats in both regional and metropolitan Victoria are on very thin margins, where just a small swing to the Liberals would result in Labor losing those seats. The Coalition, on the other hand, are saying that the polls are tightening very quickly in their favour.
Well, what about the Coalition? How was it shifting focus today?
Well, the Coalition tonight, Ian, is launching an attack ad that will start to go to air tonight on Bendigo television. It's attacking the vulnerable Labor Minister of Jacinta Allen, who holds the seat of Bendigo East, where Labor launched their campaign today. Now, in that electorate, a crucial issue is the hospital upgrade. Now, this ad claims to have documents that show that the upgrade is insufficient and lacks subacute beds. Let's take a look.
Jacinta Allen told you they delivered, but you're not getting what they promised. Leaked secret documents published last week show that Labor is misleading you. Their option won't meet Bendigo's needs.
A little bit of the Liberal Party advertisement there, and we can expect to see more of that story tomorrow. But Labor says we can also expect to see more attacks on Ted Baillieu as their demands increase for more detail on his policies and how much they cost.